Ever wondered how a group of nomadic horsemen from the steppes of Mongolia ended up ruling one of the largest empires in history? Let's take a journey back in time to the vast rugged steppes of Mongolia, where the story of the Mongols begins. Picture a harsh, unforgiving landscape, a place where only the hardiest could thrive. This was the world of the Mongols, a nomadic people who eked out a living under the wide open skies. Their survival demanded versatility, resilience, and a deep understanding of their environment. But these horsemen were destined for more than just survival. In the 12th century, a leader emerged from among them, a man who would forever change the course of their history. His name was Temujin, but he's better known to us as Genghis Khan. With an iron will and a keen mind, Genghis Khan united the warring tribes of Mongolia into one formidable force. But what set the Mongols apart wasn't just their unity, it was their battle tactics. The Mongols were masters of the horse and the composite bow. Imagine the terror of facing an army of horse archers, capable of shooting with deadly accuracy while riding at full speed. Coupled with their exceptional mobility, the Mongols could strike swiftly and retreat just as quickly, leaving their enemies bewildered and defeated. Their nomadic lifestyle also played a significant role in their conquests. Accustomed to harsh conditions and long treks across the steppes, the Mongols could endure hardships that would break most armies. This, combined with their innovative warfare, made them a force to be reckoned with. And so, from the wide open plains of Mongolia, the Mongols set forth to carve out an empire. Their reach would eventually extend across Asia into Europe and the Middle East, forever changing the world in their wake. But this is just the beginning of our story. The Mongols' rise to power, their conquests, their eventual fall, and the legacy they left behind is a tale as vast as the steppes themselves. Now, let's delve into the timeline of their conquests. A storm was brewing in the east, and it would soon sweep across continents. The winds of change were gathering strength in the early 12th century with the birth of a boy named Temujin. Little did the world know this humble son of a Mongolian chieftain would grow to become the formidable Genghis Khan. In the year 1206, Genghis Khan united the tribes of Mongolia under one banner, igniting the spark that would set the world ablaze. The Mongols, once a scattering of nomadic tribes, were now a force to be reckoned with. Their first major conquest was China. By 1271, the Mongols had established the Yuan dynasty, marking a turning point in the history of one of the world's oldest civilizations. The Great Khan's strategy was simple but devastatingly effective. He would strike with lightning speed, overwhelming his enemies before they could mount a defense. Next, the Mongol storm swept across Central Asia. The city of Bukhara, a jewel of the Silk Road, fell in 1220. The Mongols then set their sights on the Khwarezmian Empire, a stronghold of Islamic culture and learning. After a brutal campaign, the empire crumbled in 1221, adding to the growing expanse of the Mongol Empire. No corner of the known world seemed safe from the Mongol onslaught. By 1241, even the formidable walls of Eastern Europe felt the tremors of the Mongol storm. The Battle of Mohi marked the furthest extent of the Mongol invasion into Europe, a chilling testament to their unstoppable force. Each conquest was a stepping stone, each battle a gust of wind propelling the Mongols further into uncharted territories. Their dominion spread, their empire grew, and their legacy was cemented in the annals of world history. From a nomadic tribe on the Mongolian steppes, they had become a whirlwind of change, a true wind from the east. In the blink of an eye, the Mongols had an empire stretching from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe. With conquest came destruction, but also unexpected benefits. The Mongols, a fierce warrior tribe, were infamous for their destructive campaigns. As they swept across Asia, they left a trail of ruin in their wake. Whole cities were razed, cultural artifacts lost, and countless lives extinguished. Yet amidst this sea of devastation, there were unexpected glimmers of progress. The Mongols, despite their reputation, were not just destroyers, they were also unifiers. One of their greatest achievements was the consolidation of the Silk Road, a vast network of trade routes that stretched from China to the Mediterranean. Prior to the Mongols' rise to power, the Silk Road was a fragmented and dangerous route, fraught with bandits and political instability. However, under Mongol rule, the Silk Road became a unified, secure, and efficient route for trade and travel. This unification led to an unprecedented increase in trade between the East and the West. Goods, ideas, and people flowed freely along the Silk Road, creating a vibrant exchange of cultures and technologies. Chinese silk, spices from India, Persian rugs, and Arabian horses reached European markets, while European goods and ideas flowed eastward. This cross-cultural exchange sparked advancements in various fields, from medicine and astronomy to art and literature. Moreover, the Mongols introduced a system of relay stations along the Silk Road, which further facilitated trade and communication. These stations provided food, shelter, and fresh horses for travelers and merchants, significantly reducing the time and risk involved in long-distance trade. The Mongols' rule was undoubtedly brutal and destructive, but it also inadvertently fostered a sense of global interconnectedness. It brought different regions and cultures into closer contact, laying the groundwork for the increasingly globalized world we live in today. It's a stark reminder of how history is often a complex tapestry of light and shadow, where progress can emerge from even the darkest of times. From devastation sprouted the seeds of a globalized world. All empires, no matter how great, eventually meet their end, and so it was with the Mongol Empire, an empire that once stretched from the Pacific coast of Asia to the heartlands of Europe. Despite their formidable might, the Mongols faced the same fate as all empires before them: decline and fall. The seeds of decay were sown from within, as the empire found itself torn apart by internal strife. The vast territories that the Mongols had conquered were too diverse, too vast to govern effectively from a central authority. The once united horde splintered into factions, each vying for power, control, and dominance. But the Mongols didn't just face challenges from within. Externally, they found themselves under increasing pressure from the resurging powers they had once subjugated. From the west, the rejuvenated Rus' principalities began to push back against Mongol rule, culminating in the epic Battle of Kulikovo. From the east, the resilient Song dynasty of China mounted a formidable resistance, slowly chipping away at Mongol control. But the fall of the Mongol Empire was not an end, but a transformation. From the ashes of the Mongol horde emerged new dynasties, new states, all carrying the indelible mark of their Mongol heritage. In the territories they ruled, the Mongols left a lasting imprint. They introduced changes in governance, establishing a meritocratic system that valued skill over birthright. They promoted cultural exchange, fostering a melting pot of ideas, arts, and sciences. They revolutionized technology, pioneering innovations in warfare, communication, and transportation. The Mongol Empire may have fallen, but its legacy endured, woven into the fabric of the cultures and societies it once ruled. From the architectural wonders of Persia to the vibrant arts of China, from the bustling trade routes of the Silk Road to the scholarly pursuits of the Islamic Golden Age, all bear the indelible imprint of the Mongols. The Mongols may have left the stage of history, but their legacy still echoes today. The echoes of the Horde can be heard in every corner of the world, a testament to an empire that, in its time, changed the course of history. The Mongol Invasion, a cataclysmic event that forever altered the course of human history. Unfurling from the heart of the Eurasian steppes, this seemingly unstoppable force reshaped the world in ways few could have imagined. Let's revisit the journey we've embarked upon today, a journey through time, echoing the hoofbeats of the Mongol horde. The Riddle of the steppes gave birth to a force that, like the wind from the east, swept across continents with a fury both terrifying and awe-inspiring. The Mongols, often caricatured as ruthless plunderers, were indeed the scourge of many a land. They razed cities to the ground, decimated populations, and left a trail of destruction in their wake. However, their legacy is not one-dimensional. Along the Silk Road, they were also architects of an unprecedented global exchange. Cultures, ideas, technologies, and goods flowed along these routes, knitting together a world that had been fragmented. The Mongols, in their own unique way, were catalysts for a form of globalization centuries before the term even existed. The fall of the Mongol Empire was as dramatic as its rise. It splintered into various khanates, its influence waning over time. Yet the echoes of the Horde continue to reverberate through the annals of history. Their impact, both destructive and transformative, cannot be understated. Whether it's in the ruins of ancient cities they once conquered or the vibrant cultural exchanges they facilitated, the Mongols left an indelible mark on our world. They challenged the status quo, toppled empires, and in the process changed the course of history. In the end, the story of the Mongols serves as a reminder of the indelible mark that even the most unlikely of actors can leave on the canvas of history.